And now let's listen in to India's Foreign Minister Jaishankar.
Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, President von der Leyen, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to propose the vote of thanks at the inaugural of the 6th Raisina Dialogue. In 2015, Prime Minister, you gave us the task of creating a Make in India, Make for the World platform to debate contemporary issues. This reflected both your confidence in shaping the global agenda as well as in the strength of our summoning powers. It would express both the rebalancing and the multipolarity that characterizes our times. This dialogue has been the most successful of our many responses to your call. 7 years later, we have today in our midst 1,200 participants drawn from 99 nations, ready to hear 100 panels and conversations. And I can say this with all humility, that the Raisina Dialogue is among the best in its class. Among the geographies that have partnered this endeavor as it developed, Europe has clearly stood out. It is therefore only fitting that the keynote address today should be delivered by President von der Leyen of the European Commission. She and Prime Minister Modi were the co-chairs of the 27+1 EU summit at Porto in May 2021 that has set new directions for our partnership. Her personal leadership was largely responsible for the impetus given to the initiatives designed to take our ties to the next level. These include an FTA, an investment agreement, and a geographical indications agreement. Earlier today, we announced the launching of the Trade and Technology Council as well. This coordination mechanism will facilitate our working together on expanded trade, on trusted technologies, and on security. The European Union has already articulated an Indo-Pacific and a connectivity strategy, respectively, that contributes to our convergence. Our climate action, digital, and other conversations are getting increasingly serious. And as we have heard, the EU is approaching global challenges with a much sharper strategic awareness. Indeed, these are the subjects of discussions at this very dialogue. Let me therefore conclude by thanking President von der Leyen for her very thoughtful address that has set the tone for our deliberations. Our collective appreciation, naturally, to Prime Minister Modi, who remains the inspiration for this dialogue. I recognize the commitment of the organizers, Observer Research Foundation, whose painstaking preparations are so visible, and I'm sure that you all equally applaud. And not least, I thank all participants and those who have joined us virtually for being part of this exciting journey. Thank you very much.
Once again, that was India's External Affairs Minister, Dr S Jaishankar, talking at large about India-EU ties, appreciating von der Leyen, who is on a two-day visit, for her thoughtful address. The focus, remember, yet again, is on trade and tech partnerships. Von der Leyen earlier mentioned the closer than ever India-EU ties. She said that they are not strangers anymore, but close friends. She also said that democracy may have been born in Europe, but its largest home now was India. Both nations, as the leaders have been discussing, share common interests when it comes to seamless routes of trade, supply chain issues, and of course with a strong focus on a free and open Indo-Pacific. Regulation of the digital space remains another key focus of this meeting. The leaders also discussed the prospect for a more sustainable and greener future and tackling climate change together. Remember, climate action is another key focus of this bilateral. And a huge focus, of course, is on the trade and tech partnership, the council that has been announced. We also heard the European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen speak about the Russia-Ukraine conflict, clearly saying that it was doing what it could to deter Russian aggression in Ukraine, specifically in Bucha. She has witnessed the destruction in Bucha firsthand on her visit. That was something that made a huge chunk of her address that we just heard. And of course, in this two-day visit, the focus remains on technology and trade partnership, a focus on seamless trade routes, supply chain issues and bottlenecks will be resolved. And of course, both sides aiming for a free and open Indo-Pacific. WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.